Late lunch, tended by Ramsey Garden Centre. Open 7 days a week.
Hi, I'm Michelle from Manx Birdlife. Today we're at Ashley Hill Primary School and we are doing the RSPB Big School Birdwatch. It started in 2002 and it's just grown every single year. I think since 2002 there's been over 1 million young people take part. Last year there was 60,000 young people. And it's just a great opportunity for the children to get outside, connect with nature in the winter and see what's on their doorstep.
And actually, from the point of view of someone like yourself, you're probably also gathering some interesting information.
Yeah, it's created a massive amount of data that people can use to see how birds are faring really right across the British Isles. We're going to go out and we're going to look for lots of different birds. Now you've got a really nice habitat on your school. You've got a really diverse range of different things. You've got the playground where smaller birds might be, getting grit to help them grind down the seeds and the foods that they've got. So what type of birds do you think we might see today?
Sparrows, seagulls.
Now, did you know there's no such thing as a seagull?
It's a herringbird.
Well done. You've been listening. Okay, so how do you think we're going to go about our bird watching today? Binoculars. Because we're going to be going in lots of different areas, you might need to use your listening skills to find out which direction the birds are, and then you can turn your body and your binoculars.
So they've got their clipboards, they've got some sheets to be writing on. What do you think we're likely to see around here?
Well, I'm hoping we're going to see lots of little garden birds, so blue tits, grey tits, blackbirds. Usually there's the odd herring gull flying around. Maybe a bird of prey, peregrine falcon, which would be really nice for the children to see. It's always exciting.
What should we go out and see what's going on?
Let's go.
There's a little sparrow on the tree, I think. Oh, hello. Hi.
Hello. What have you just seen?
I think it was a sparrow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see the blue tip. Oh, yeah. Oh, she flew away.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the collared dove. Okay, and if you look in these trees over on this side, the thick trees, there are some small birds in there. You can also hear them. Can anybody see them and identify them?
No, I see one.
Do you know what it is? Can you see it on your sheet?
I saw one, yeah.
It is a house sparrow.
Can you hear something? Can you hear something?
Yeah, I can hear like lots of different birds.
Have you seen anything yet?
Yeah, I think there's one up there.
There we go, it's a magpie flying
What is it?
A magpie.
So what are you going to do now?
Cross off one of the things on the clipboard. Is it brown? It might be a horse sparrow. It might be a house sparrow. Unless it's a song thrush.
What's happening?
There's loads of birds in there and we can't see them because they're that small and quick.
So we're looking at like a big tree covered in ivy, aren't we? What do you think might be in there?
I think maybe a house sparrow or a song thrush. Or maybe a starling, I'm not sure. I think it's a house sparrow. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Claire Ashton and I'm the class teacher of 5A.
How important is doing something like this for the children?
Oh, it's so important because they live in such a beautiful place with lovely countryside, and it's just a real privilege to be able to go outside and use it like this, and to be able to identify birds when they're out walking with their family. It's just a lovely thing to do. It just brings out sort of a lifelong interest, I think, and it helps them to care for the environment, which is so important too.
So do they learn a lot about nature in class?
Yes, they do. Yeah, they're very keen to, because it's such a big issue. They're very, and they're very switched on about what's going on in the world and in the environment. And it's such a positive thing to hear them talk about wildlife. And we encourage it as much as we can. Just a few metres away from the classroom, we've hardly moved at all. We've been out 20 minutes and we've seen so much already.
Down there you've got the scrub, you've got the trees, you've got the hedges, and that's really nice habitat for the birds to get shelter, to find food in a nice safe environment away from the predators and the birds of prey. So there'll be some birds down there. You've got the open land, and then you've got the gorse bushes and things over at the side. So if you want to start having a look in the hedges, then feel free to walk around and we'll meet back up here in 10 minutes. Okay, So anywhere you like.
What have you spotted?
I think I saw like a tiny little bird. Yeah. There's loads of them everywhere, but then they keep going. Most of them.
It's a problem when you've got wings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think after doing this today you'll go and do this a bit more often?
Yeah. In my kitchen we always stand at the window and watch the birds on the feeder. Yeah.
So you do feed the birds?
Yeah.
What do you put on your feeder?
We just put bird seed.
Yeah. And what sort of birds do you see in your garden?
Loads of little brown ones.
Are you going to take a lot more notice now then, do you think?
Yeah.
So we're going into the woods now. Be very quiet.
To the top of that tree. Can you see them? Can you see them?
I see like a red on this too. Isn't this strong?
There's a lovely little one on the branch up there. Yeah, great light through.
Great too. Yeah. There's quite a few of them in the tops of the trees.
Yeah, do you see it up there? It's definitely a bird.
The sound is absolutely amazing, Michelle. Do you find it very easy to identify birds from their calls? Some people do, but not me. I'm terrible. Some of the basic ones, blue tits, great tits, but it's spending time listening and then looking to see what that bird is. And some people are brilliant at it.
3 of them.
It is hard though. It's very difficult.
What bird is it?
Okay, so there's 3 there. They're the goldfinches. So you see the red birds.
Oh, I see 3.
Yeah, you see 3 of them. There goes another one just coming.
3 now
So what do you two think about bird watching?
I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah? Yeah?
I think it's pretty fun also.
So do you think you would do this again outside of school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe?
Because it's a good exercise and adventure.
And it helps you calm down if you're like really angry with someone.
Have you ever paid much attention to birds before?
Not really.
Do you think you will more now?
Yeah, I never knew there was this much, like so close to you. It was just so kind of interesting because I never used to really watch the birds. I never really knew about some birds that are on the sheet now.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a duncock, or I've never heard of a few of these birds, like a green finch. That's quite colourful and stuff. And a starling. That's really spotty and colourful. It's probably my favourite one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So should we see if we can find a starling?
Yeah.
All right, good luck, troops. How is it going with your bird watching?
Good, yeah.
What have you seen?
We found a wren, is it? And what was it? Found a wren and a couple of garden crows, that's it.
That's pretty cool. What are you really hoping to spot today?
A blue tit. I go bird watching
Do you?
for my granddad.
What do you look for?
We don't really look for specific ones. We just look around because he's got his own binoculars. So we just look around for some birds.
Just describe where we are now.
We're at the bottom of the field at the opposite end to the forest basically, so we're just looking around there and there's a road right next to it. So yeah.
And what have you two seen so far?
We've seen quite a lot. We've seen some blackbirds, house sparrows, black-headed gull, magpie, blue tit, crown crow, starling, a goldfinch, jackdaw and wren, a lot of blackbirds and 3 of the black-headed gulls and 2 of the house sparrows, 1 magpie, 1 blue tit, 2 crown sparrows, 6 starlings and 6 jackdaws.
I mean, that's a pretty good haul, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we think we might see something a bit different around here, don't we?
Yeah.
So okay, so let's get the binoculars on, see what we can find. Oh, listen to that.
Sounds like a duck.
That does sound like ducks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What did you think about bird watching?
It's fun. It's fun, yeah.
So what have you seen?
We've seen carrion crow, greenfinch, coulter, black-headed gull.
All kinds of things. What's been your favourites?
The robin. I like the greenfinch. Yeah, the greenfinch actually.
What do you like about the greenfinch?
Because it's just a bit colourful and majestic.
Ooh, majestic, that's a good word.
And you don't normally see it.
So would you recommend bird watching to anyone else?
Yeah.
What would you say?
It's because it's very silent and you can hear all the birds tweeting. And it's fun, like, watching them and seeing different ones.
Blackbirds, 3 house sparrows, 1 magpie, 3 black-headed gulls, 1 blue tit, 3 robins, 10 carrion crows, 1 song thrush, 6 starlings,
2 collared doves and 1 long-tailed tit.
What's been your favourite so far?
My favourite's the blue tit. I think it's very pretty.
Yeah.
That's probably my second.
Okay, well let's get...
There's geese.
There's geese as well. Oh yeah, look.
Oh my god, the geese.
You're all seeing loads. Are you surprised by how many different birds there are?
Yeah. We sometimes go like out our house because we've got lots of wrens, and my granddad used to birdwatch, so we go like sometimes to like Douglas Beach.
And what do you see on the beaches?
We see quite a few like crows and blackbirds and herring gulls. Sometimes we go on like the railway lines near my grandma's house and we see lots of robins.
Oh.
Okay, well done everybody. Who enjoyed that? Me! Oh good. It seems as though that most of us have seen blackbird, we've seen house sparrow, magpie, blue tit, robin. Some people have seen the carrion crow, chaffinch, starling, 2 coal tits, definitely down in the woods.
What do you hope that the children get out of this?
I just hope it inspires them to really just get out and see what's in their own back garden. You can hear the enjoyment of them, and we've just been outside for 5 minutes, and I think a lot of people don't spend time looking at the birds when they're just so easy to see. So hopefully they'll be able to identify a little bit more. And really just want to start protecting them, putting food out for them at this time of year, realising why they're putting food out, just having more of an awareness really.
Because we do hear, don't we, of various different species numbers declining in certain places, don't we?
Yeah, I mean there's huge declines in populations of birds right across all species, so everything that people can do to help them just by putting out food and water.
So if there's somebody listening now and they're thinking, I want to go out and help, what food should they put out for their birds?
At this time of year, things like fat balls, mealworms, seed mixes and things. And birds really, they'll enjoy eating things like fruit cake in small amounts, fruits such as apples and pears, also raisins. But if you've got a dog, don't put raisins out because they're really poisonous to dogs.
Good point.
And water. Water's really important because you think that they can find it, but if it's a cold day like today, the water couldn't be frozen over, so it's just making sure that there's fresh water available to them as well.
What surprised you more than anything so far?
The variety of birds that we've seen, and also just how interested the children are. They're all around, they're all being quiet, using their binoculars, using their checklists and their identification sheets. It's lovely, it's just lovely to see.
So do you think you'll be watching birds more yourself?
Absolutely, yeah. I think we will. I think we'll have to get some bird feeders or something out on the trees outside the classroom.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Great, wouldn't it?
Well, keep us posted on that.
Yes.